The discussion questions, this one is morphing every year, and I've changed it again this year, so I'm not sure how it's going to work. But I basically, in the discussion portion of Canvas, I've placed a prompt. It's usually some kind of, I'm asking a question about some kind of material, so you have to actually go out and look at the material. A lot of times it's something to read, and then you'll answer questions about it or have some kind of response to it that you'll write. This year, I've made it so that we can have a group discussion about everybody's, and I've done this in a class I've taken before in a Slack discussion. Um, and I know that there's problematic, there's lots of issues with having a group discussion, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. Anyway, don't spend more than 15 minutes. This actually may take more time because you have to kind of read other people's. Um, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll go over both the reference questions and the discussion questions when we meet at our Zoom synchronous meeting every Thursday. We'll actually talk about all this. So if you have a huge problem with something, or you can't access something, or you just hate it, I've had people say, look, I'm not doing this. This is like freaking me out. Or yeah, I've had people say this is really, I can't do this. And I know it's sounding more exciting than it really is, but I realized I was asking for very strange things, people to do very strange things, and not for like what I thought was very clever and interesting, but I found out that it was really just annoying. So I've taken those out. So I do learn from making mistakes, and I've changed everything around. But it's possible that you will still find something difficult for whatever reason. Um, Feel free to just email me and say this isn't working, or can I do something else? I'm open to that. And I know I'm sounding kind of condescending, but I've I've tried to make these something that I would enjoy, but then I realized that's me. Not everybody is going to enjoy doing some of these things. Um, so I totally understand that. Book reviews. So book reviews are probably my least favorite part of this whole class, but I tell you, book reviews are really important, or materials reviews, because you're constantly in your work going to have to be evaluating material for purchase or for someone to use. And so it is a really good exercise, and it's good to put things in writing because you're always asked to do that. So you don't have to get super fancy. You don't have to use reference material or scholarship outside of the material you're reviewing. You don't have to put in footnotes or endnotes, 2 pages, double spaced. And if you find it's difficult to keep it that short, it can be longer. But what I'm trying to say is give as much of a review of the material as you can, recommend it, point out sort of the problems with it, the particular uses of it, and then just wrap it up. And that's not worth a huge amount of your grade, but I do think it's important, so I've kept them in. And yeah. And then the presentation. So I get a lot of questions about the presentation too, mainly because I don't give a lot of guidelines, but they're always very successful. So I don't feel the need to give you more information. 20 minutes just on some legal, it doesn't have to be a topic. Like you're not going to give it on international law, though I've had people do that. You have some question that you will use legal resources to answer. A lot of times it's something that you're working on in another class, or if it's something that is just of interest to you in your scholarship. And as we go, you'll get an idea, and then I do want you to pitch the idea to me either in email or just if we can do a Zoom meeting, just the two of us, or you can text me or call me on the phone, just to give you your idea, and then I'll tell you, hey, that's way too broad. Just narrow it down. That mostly people pick too broad topics. That's generally true, and I help them narrow it. So that's the idea. And you can use any tools you want. We'll have one set of presentations that will happen before the Thanksgiving break and one after. And so if you really want to go early, get that request into me, because it's going to be first come, first serve. Some people like to wait till the last minute, or they need more time. Whatever.